The Trump factor. He is still the most dominant politician in the world. Putin would be second. Trump is first. And the media has not been able to take him out after 8 years. They have not been able to take him out. And the Democratic Party has not been able to take him out. The Justice Department of the United States using all its power to try to eliminate Donald Trump. So we have a very interesting situation on our hands, and he could win re-election next November, joining Grover Cleveland as the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. It is possible, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So new polling, Morning Consult, 300,000 potential Republican primary voters across all 26 states that have the primaries. First up, Iowa, Trump 50, DeSantis 18, Ramaswamy 13, Haley 11. Florida, Trump 60, DeSantis 23, Haley 8, Ramaswamy 5. Nevada, Trump 67, DeSantis 10, Ramaswamy 10, Haley 9. South Carolina, Trump 57, Haley home state 19, DeSantis 13, Ramaswamy 6. California, Trump 71, DeSantis 10, Haley 8, Ramaswamy 7. So you can see it's insurmountable. Not going to change. That Trump, if the primary convention was held tomorrow, would get the nomination. Now, there's all kinds of other things in play, and we're going to get to that. All right? But as far as the preference of Republican voters in America, it is Donald Trump by a wide margin. Now, there's a left-wing poll out today, Reuters Ipsos, that is historically a liberal poll, and it asks the hypothetical matchup. It's got Trump 38, Biden 36, don't know 26. I don't know how you could not know at this point in history. And then with RFK Jr. in, it's Trump 36, Biden 31, RFK 16. The Iowa primary, January 15th. You know, we get the holidays coming up, so it's really right on us. New Hampshire, join a week later, January 23rd. South Carolina, February 24th. California, March 5th. Florida, March 19th. And Nevada, June 11th. Now, the reason this is happening for Trump is very simple. Trump promises revenge/retribution, you pick your word, on the progressive movement and the Democrats who have directly hurt him. That is what the Trump campaign is about. I'm going to get them. That resonates. That is emotional far more than any other issue. And then Trump has his record on his side is much better than Biden's record. And anybody who says it wasn't is lying to you or just too stupid to have a conversation with. It's one of the two. Now, summing up, and I've said this before, and I don't want to be repetitive. If Trump would just moderate his rhetoric a little, he'd win by 10 points. Because Nikki Haley would beat Biden by a lot more than Trump would beat Biden. Because independents who don't like Trump are put off by his rhetoric and chaos. If he just come back and run on his record, it wouldn't even be close. And that's a number. Okay. Now, you've heard about the Supreme Court thing. This is an interesting story. It's a little bit complicated, and I'm going to be the simple man here and explain it. Okay. So the special counsel sitting in D.C., Jack Smith, appointed by Merrick Garland, wants to destroy Donald Trump. He's not looking for justice. He wants to destroy, take Trump out. He knows that the Supreme Court sooner or later will become involved in the charges against Trump. Smith knows that. So he wants it sooner. So he's petitioned the court to see if it is legal under the Constitution to charge a president with crimes where he's already been adjudicated in the impeachment process. So you remember, Trump was impeached twice. He was acquitted twice in the Senate. Trump lawyers say, look, this is double jeopardy. He's already been acquitted in a legal way by the impeachment. Can't bring same charge. Supreme Court is going to hear that. Okay, as they accepted the case. Because the trial on all this stuff with Jack Smith is supposed to start in March, right before Super Tuesday. And Smith wants a clear playing field. Problem is the Supreme Court is off again. They're always off. They come back January 5th. But even though they're not sitting, they read stuff, and they've told Trump's lawyers, give us your brief by December 20th. Okay, next week. By today, a week from today, right? Isn't it the 13th today? I think it's the 13th. Let me check my watch here. No, it's the 12th today. I just said it was. See how old I am? Anyway, it's next Wednesday. Trump lawyers got to go in and say, here's what we believe is unconstitutional about Jack Smith, and the Supreme Court will rule. Now, ironically, Trump appointed two of the justices, and it's a conservative Supreme Court. But I don't know how it's going to come out. I have no idea. Huge story. If the Supreme say, can't do it, then Trump, boy, does he take on momentum. It's a huge story. They'd have to rule, I would say, February 1st to give the Trump lawyers enough time. So that's what that's all about. Now, this story has not been explained properly. I hope I just did it for our television and radio audience all over the world. You have questions about it? Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town. Let's go to the border. So the state of Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs, a Democrat, has sent the Biden administration a bill for $512 million, saying, you got to pay us this money because it's your fault we're flooded with migrants. And it is. Only one man responsible for this border madness, Joe Biden. It's not Congress's fault, not the media's fault, not my fault, Biden's fault alone. Won't stop it, doesn't want to stop it, doesn't care about it. And how about Kamala root causes Harris? How are those root causes going down there, Miss Vice President? Hey, man, a bunch of crap. Sorry, just will. Look, Biden's not going to enforce immigration law. Could he be impeached for that? Absolutely. Could be. Not going to be convicted, but he could be. ACLU and NRA have band together. Talk about strange bedfellows. All right, again, this story has not been reported accurately. I will now do that. It's my job to do it. It's why you're here watching and listening. NRA has sued a woman named Maria Vullo, V as in Victor, Ullo. She's a former superintendent of the New York State Department of Financial Services, a state worker, okay? She allegedly used her position to try to hurt NRA's business, private business, because she hates the NRA. And she did that while she was serving the state of New York. So the NRA sues her. Why is the ACLU involved? Because the ACLU, as part of the lawsuit, says that a government official, anybody, state, federal, local, anybody working in the government, can't target a private concern, business, nonprofit, whatever, because they disagree with what they're doing. So because Maria Vullo didn't like or doesn't like the NRA, she can't try to hurt it. That's against the First Amendment. That's what the NRA is saying, and the ACLU is on board with that. They are helping the NRA. So, of course, the far left, including the New York State ACLU, totally repudiated the national ACLU, which is a far left movement. I mean, it is. But it's an interesting story, and we'll see how it plays out. Thought you would be interested in that. No idea how that will go, by the way. If booking your own timeshare was difficult before, you know that lately it's been almost impossible. Most clients are shocked to learn that their timeshare is now available to the public, which severely limits booking options. Many owners are also upset that their yearly dues have nearly doubled during this maintenance fee season. For well over a decade, Lone Star Transfer, a family-owned company, has had the pleasure of helping thousands of owners legally and permanently get out of their never-ending timeshare fees. With an A-plus rating at the Better Business Bureau and more than 900 five-star testimonials, Lone Star Transfer is a company you can trust. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. So please call today for a free, no-obligation consultation, 855-551-7066, 855-551-7066, or check them out online, lonestartransfer.com. All right, smart life. This is a fascinating thing. All right, so we're all dependent on money. It's a capitalist society. The progressives don't want that. They want socialism. They want the government to tell you and me what we can have and can't have. That's what they want. That's the goal of the progressive movement. But we do live in a capitalist society now and have ever since 1776. All right, it's not deviated out of that. So how much money do you need in your life? Some people say, $2 million. That is what the average American earns all across all education levels. Okay? Averaging in everybody. 2 million for your work lifetime. Okay, that's number one stat. It's a smart life segment. Let me run down some of the expenses that you have in your lifetime. So if you have a home, the average cost of maintaining, buying that home is about $800,000 in this country now for the lifespan of the home, about $800,000. If you have a college education, it is about $50,000 out of your pocket, okay? A pet, got a pet? Lifetime of the pet, ready? $67,000. Hey, Holly, $67,000 for the pet. If you get a goldfish, no. All right. If you have a kid, 2 children, 2, the nuclear family, all right, from birth to 18 years old, $600,000, all right, to raise the urchins, 2 of them, $600,000. So all in all, and then you got wedding costs, you got a car, series of cars, health insurance is almost $1 million in your lifetime for health insurance. Almost $1 million, okay? Retirement, all of that. So you need, according to Investopedia, that's where this comes from, you need $3.5 million to break even if you want to have just a regular life. Average American, as I said, makes 2. So you're $1.5 million light. This is why this segment is so important. So how do you make up the $1.5 million? You make it up by understanding what you're going to need. A lot of people don't understand how much the pet is going to cost, the kids are going to cost, the house is going to cost, the health insurance is going to cost. They don't figure it out. And they just get deeper and deeper and deeper. You got to have a plan. Now, I'm talking to grandparents and parents here because you have to pass this down to the kids. And the plan is, I'm going to need $3.5 million, probably going to be more than that in 10 years. Okay, let's see, it's $4 million. I got to make that kind of money. Well, you got to train yourself to be able to make it. Now, what that sometimes requires an academic degree from a college, but if you get a skill, if you can fix stuff, AI, all of that, you can make some money. But you're going to have to figure it out and apply yourself and work hard. Final thing in the Smart Life segment. It is expensive to live in America. If you want not to pay this kind of money, you could go to Costa Rica. Now, I wouldn't. Not safe. You go to Uruguay, South America. Very reasonable to live there. You want to live here, it's expensive. You've got to understand that. All right? You can't waste any money. Can't be a drug addict. You can't be smoking cigarettes every day, getting drunk every day. I drum this into my kids. I mean, I drum it into them. Got to earn, or you're going to be one miserable SOB. I'm sorry. Smart Life. My Pillow is excited to announce that their original My Slippers are back in stock. Last Christmas, you made them the #1 My Pillow product. And this year they have smaller sizes, larger sizes, wide sizes, and all new colors. And use promo code BILL to save $90 a pair. Wow. What makes My Slippers different is the exclusive 4-layer design that you're not going to find in other slippers. My Slippers' patented layers make them ultra comfortable, extremely durable, and help relieve stress on your feet. Wear them anytime, anywhere. You'll absolutely love My Slippers. And now they are extending their 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2024. These may be the best Christmas gifts ever. Please go to mypillow.com and use promo code BILL or call 1-800-869-0298. Remember, you use code BILL to save $90 on the original My Slippers. Quantities won't last, so please order now. Okay, here's the final thought of the day. As you know, I'm a little riled up about the incredible jump in pricing for food on Long Island where I live. And it is brutal. Now, in my town, there is a luncheonette. We used to call it a luncheonette. Yeah, but now they call it, I don't know, a diner. It's not a diner. It's a little different than that. But it used to be, you go in there for breakfast or whatever. It was always a little pricey because this is an affluent part of Long Island. But now, it's full rack of ribs, $45. Now they give you 2 sides, $45. I don't know. Anyway, very high, very high. So I'm watching, and I like the folks in there. I mean, and I got the delis are the same problem in this town. Everything's doubled. So I'm watching who's buying this stuff in this luncheonette, all right, restaurant. It's kids. And they all have the debit card. So these stats are a little bit old, but I think they're accurate for today. 40% of American teenagers ages 13 to 17 have a debit card. Okay? 45% of those make a charge on a regular basis. These kids are in there with their debit cards, and they're buying whatever they want to buy. It doesn't matter what the price. They don't even know the price. They're kids. They want a burger, fries. They want an ice cream. They want whatever they want. Mom and dad are paying for it. They're not. They got the debit card. Now I'm going, it's clicking into me. Okay? Because this place is full of urchins. And they're ordering big. They're getting the ribs. They're ordering big. And I'm going, okay. So that's what this is about. There's no spending control on this demographic. If you have a debit card and you're 17 and a high school junior or senior, you're getting whatever you want. Okay, and that's that. well, maybe I should get this or I'll get that or no. And the merchants are taking advantage of that. They don't need old fogies like me in there going, what's this? You know, what do you mean? $14 for a tuna sandwich? Come on. They don't need that. What they want are the kids who go, I want the tuna sandwich. Would you like a lettuce and tomato on that? We'll jack in another couple of bucks. Yo, yeah. How about some fries? That's $7. Yeah, fries. And they give them the debit card. And the kid just goes right out the door, right home. And then mom and dad, there they are, they're paying it. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Now, these urchins are going to have a really, really rude awakening when they get out of there and have to pay their own debit card. Final thing on the final thought I want to make. My kids have the debit card. They almost have to today, okay? But I'm on the card and I look and see what everything is. So at the end of the month, there's a little chat. And also, my kids have to work. They work. Not in this, my daughter's working in the school year, and she's a really hard worker. My son works in the summer, but he works. This is not some easy job. All right, he goes and he earns very good money out on Eastern Long Island. And then their account is tied into their debit account. Okay? So they have restraints. That's the way I've set it up. So you want to treat all your friends to ice cream sodas. You got 4 friends, you're all buying ice cream sodas. That's going to come out to about $50. All right, with all said and done. So you want to do it, okay, but you're paying for it. And then you know how hard you got to work for the money. That's the way to do this. Now, in the presidential election, I am convinced the main issue will not be abortion or any of this other stuff. We're not going to be Hamas, Israel. It's not going to be Putin, Ukraine. It's going to be the grocery store. It's going to be the local restaurant, because it's shocking in the space of 3 years how much all of that has gone up. If you disagree, bill@BillO'Reilly.com, bill@BillO'Reilly.com, name and town. If you wish to opine, we thank you very much for watching and listening on our radio stations all across the country to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.